I thought I knew everything about her. She was the grandmother with the dancing eyes, who loved to roller skate with me, even into her late 80s, who baked exquisite little cookies and spoke to the children in the town where she lived as though they were grown up and understood her. She was very wise and very funny, and they loved her. And if they pressed her too, she did card tricks for them, which always fascinated them. She had a lovely voice, played the balalaika, and sang beautiful old ballads in Russian. She always seemed to be singing or humming, always moving. And to the very end, she was lithe and graceful, loved by all, and admired by everyone who knew her. The church had been surprisingly full for a woman of 90. Yet none of us really knew her. None of us understood who she had been, or where, or the extraordinary world she had come from. We knew she had been born in Russia, and that she arrived in Vermont in 1917, and that she had married my grandfather sometime later. We just assumed she had always been there, part of our lives, just as she was. As Snow does about old people, we assumed she had always been old. None of us really knew anything about her, and what lingered in my head were the unanswered questions. All I could ask myself now was why I had never thought to ask her. Why had I never sought the answers to the questions? My mother had died the 10 years before, and perhaps even she hadn't know the answers or wanted to know them. My mother had been far more like her father, a serious sort, a sensible woman, a true New Englander, although her father wasn't. But like him, she was a woman of few words and impenetrable emotions. Little said, little known, and seemingly uninterested in the mysteries of other worlds or lives of others. She went to the supermarket when there were specials on tomatoes and strawberries. She was a practical person who lived in a material world and had a little common with her own mother.